Sahabat Ajarin, kita akan melanjutkan pembahasan pemahaman wacana bahasa Inggris. Ada 8 nomor seperti biasa dan ada 2 teks. Teks yang pertama yaitu untuk nomor 53 sampai 56. Saya akan baca. The information and communication technology revolution can be easily recognized as the latest revolution in history of mankind, impacting every facet of business, society, and life worldwide with speed beyond imagination. The last centuries have seen a continuous evolution process which started with Industrial Revolution at the end of 18th century. This revolution has its roots in the invention of first electronic computers in the 1940s, continued with the development of information technology during following decades and exploded in the early 1990s. In the 1960s and 1970s, computer technology was mainly utilized in business data processing and scientific application of a mostly number crunching nature. As a result, the use of this technology was limited to those who had a good command of the system and computer programming languages. With the invention of microprocessors, a new idea of distributed information established itself and computers became available on a personal basis. The contemporary development of networking both on a local and wide area merged computer and information technology with telecommunication. In 1980s, the matching of the two technologies led to the information communication technology with a strong focus on the management and dissemination of information by both providers and users. The most noticeable explosion in the information and communication technology revolution was the creation of World Wide Web and its potential in the early 1990s. During the past 2 decades, WWW technologies have become the driving force in allowing people worldwide to communicate and exchange information in ways that have created a totally new dimension for mankind at such a point that global village are the words today better describing our planet. In recent years, through the use of web-enabled technologies, organizations of all types and sizes around the world have managed to utilize the technologies to conduct both information processing and dissemination with their prospective customers, suppliers, students, and governments. These technologies are now allowing readily available information for everyone regardless of their geographical location, bring the true meaning of the information age to its full realization, and prepare a new era for mankind, the knowledge society. In recent years, the science of understanding the nature of information processing and management combined with computer and telecommunication technologies to process, disseminate, and manage information has become known as information and communication science and technology. It has many resources and components and originated many new disciplines, but what is more, it intervenes in changing mankind's habit and lifestyles. Pertanyaan nomor 53. Pertanyaannya adalah, it can be inferred from paragraph 2 that fokusnya adalah pada paragraf kedua. Dan biasanya untuk menarik kesimpulan dari suatu teks atau dari suatu paragraf, baca awal kalimat dari paragraf tersebut. Baiklah, sekarang kita lihat permulaan dari paragraf tersebut. The most noticeable explosion in the information and communication technology revolution was the creation of the World Wide Web and its potential in the early 1990s. Secara sekilas kita bisa melihat bahwa ini paragraf ini akan menceritakan tentang kenapa WWW itu terbentuk, gitu ya. World Wide Web itu kata kuncinya. Jika sekilas melihat pada opsi jawaban A, B, C, D, dan E, maka yang paling tepat adalah A. World Wide Web was created to ensure the information and communication demand. Sahabat ajarin, kita menuju ke nomor 54. Pertanyaannya adalah, the author organizes the ideas in the text by opsi jawaban A, contrasting the technology of earlier years to that of recent years. B. Showing the revolution of technology in different areas. Opsi jawaban C. Explaining the cause and its effect of technology across different areas. Opsi jawaban D. Emphasizing the characteristic of technology on each period. A. Presenting the development of technology chronologically. Untuk mengetahui pengorganisasian ide dari suatu teks, kita harus lihat hubungan antar paragraf. Paragraf pertama intinya apa, kemudian paragraf berikutnya seperti apa. Coba kita lihat secara sekilas. Karena waktu untuk mengerjakan soal ini adalah sempit, kita lihat pada permulaan dari suatu paragraf masing-masingnya. The information of communication technology revolution can be easily recognized as the latest revolution in history of mankind, impacting every facet of business, society, life, bla bla bla. Kemudian sampai ada kalimat started with industrial revolution at the end of 18. Jadi paragraf pertama ini tentang permulaan dari suatu teknologi komunikasi dan informasi yang diawali oleh revolusi industri pada akhir abad ke-18. Kemudian paragraf kedua, tadi sudah kita bahas pada pertanyaan nomor 53, pertanyaan sebelumnya, bahwa paragraf kedua itu berisi tentang terbentuknya triple W, yaitu World Wide Web. Terus kemudian paragraf ketiga berisi apa? Kita lihat, kita baca pada permulaan paragraf ketiga. In recent years, the science of understanding the nature of information processing and management combined with computer and telecommunication technologies to process, disseminate, and manage information has become known as information communication science and technology. Paragraf ketiga itu adalah kondisi teknologi komunikasi informasi saat sekarang. Oleh karena itu, jika melihat pada opsi jawabannya, kita melihat tentang kronologis teknologi informasi secara berurutan gitu ya. Oleh karena itu jawaban yang paling pas adalah A. Presenting the development of technology chronologically. Nomor 55. The purpose of the text is to, opsi jawaban A, propose a new term global village. B. Describe a brief history of information and communication technology. Opsi jawaban C. Present the causes of the communication revolution. Jawaban D. Provide example of the massive use of the World Wide Web. Opsi jawaban E. Explain the making of microprocessors. Hubungannya dengan pertanyaan sebelum nomor 55 ini sangat jelas bahwa isinya dari teks ini adalah mengetengahkan atau memberikan informasi perkembangan teknologi komunikasi dan informasi dari abad 18 kemudian tahun 1900-an sampai sekarang. Oleh karena itu, jawaban yang tepat untuk pertanyaan nomor 55 adalah B. Describe a brief history of information and communication technology. Pertanyaan terakhir dari teks pertama, nomor 56. In which lines of the text does the author mention that everyone can access information anywhere? Kata kuncinya adalah everyone can access information anywhere. Pertanyaan ini adalah jenis pertanyaan ini adalah pertanyaan yang tersurat. Jawabannya ada tertulis di dalam teks, tidak perlu menganalisa. Oleh karena itu kita lihat. Coba opsi jawaban A, line 3 sampai 5, baris ketiga dan kelima. Apakah ada yang dimaksud dengan pertanyaan nomor 56 itu? Oke, kita lihat line baris 3 dan 5. Dimulai dari kalimat continued with the development of information atau this revolution has its root in the invention of the first electronic computers, continued tidak ada. Oke. Sekarang kita lihat ke baris 8 sampai 10. Oke. Baris 8 sampai 10 itu dimulai dari kalimat dari kata the contemporary. The contemporary development of networking both on local and wide area LAN and WAN merge computer information technology with communication. Telecommunication tidak ada yang mengisyaratkan seperti yang diminta oleh pertanyaan nomor 56. Sekarang kita lihat baris ke-13 sampai 15. Baris ke-13 sampai nomor 15 dimulai dari kata during ya. During the past 2 decades, WWW technologies have become the driving force in allowing people worldwide to communicate and exchange information. Kelihatannya ada, cuma untuk meyakinkan kita lihat baris berikutnya 18 dan 19. 18 sampai 19. These technologies are now allowing readily available information for everyone regardless of their geographic location. Dari kata kuncinya adalah regardless of their geographic location. Jadi kalimat yang kata kunci untuk pertanyaan nomor 56, jawaban dari pertanyaan nomor 56 itu tadi ada di baris ke-18 dan 19. Tapi untuk meyakinkan bahwa kita harus menganalisa semuanya, kita lihat baris ke-20 dan 21. 20 dan 21 itu dimulai dari kata in recent years, the science of understanding the nature of information processing. Tidak ada yang menyatakan itu. Jadi firm jawabannya adalah D pada baris 18 dan sampai 19. Sahabat ajarin, kita akan menuju atau membahas teks 2 dari pemahaman wacana bahasa Inggris. Ada 4 nomor 57 sampai nomor 60. Because today's people are living longer than ever, more psychologists and social workers have begun to study ways of caregiving to improve care of the elderly. They found that all caregivers share a common characteristic. They believe that they are the best person for the job for different reasons. One caregiver said that she had always been close to her mother. Another caregiver was the oldest child, and another was the youngest child. Regardless of the reason, the caregivers all felt that they would do the job better than anyone else. Social workers interviewed caregivers to find out why they took on the responsibility of caring for an elderly, dependent relative. They discovered 3 basic reasons. Many caregivers believed that they had an elderly, dependent relative. Many caregivers believed that they had an obligation to help their relative. Some stated that helping others made them feel more useful. Others hoped that by helping someone now, they would deserve care when they became old and dependent. Researchers have found that caring for the elderly can be a very positive experience. The elderly appreciated the care and attention they received. They were affectionate and cooperative. However, even when caregiving is satisfying, it is hard work. Social workers and experts on aging over caregivers and potential caregivers help when arranging for the care of an elderly relative. One consideration is to ask parents what they want before they become sick or dependent. Perhaps they prefer going into nursing home and can select one in advance. On the other hand, they may want to live with their adult children. Caregivers must also learn to arouse confidence in others and ask for help from others. Brothers and sisters are often willing to help, but they may not know what to do. Pertanyaannya, psychologists are interested in examining caregiving to the elderly because kata kuncinya adalah psychologist. Coba lihat kita merujuk kepada teksnya ya. Ada di paragraf pertama, kalimat pertama. Saya baca, because today's people are living longer than ever, more psychologists and social workers have begun to study ways of caregiving to improve care of the elderly. Kata kuncinya adalah living longer than ever. Kalian garis bawahi kata itu. Oke, sekarang kita menuju ke opsi jawabannya. Kira-kira apa? Jawaban yang pas untuk pertanyaan nomor 57. Saya baca sekali lagi. Psychologists are interested in examining caregiving to the elderly because jawaban yang tepat adalah B. People's lifespan is longer now. Nomor 58. The caregivers mentioned in the text are, kata kuncinya adalah caregivers. Cari kata caregivers di dalam wacana. Ternyata ada di baris ketiga, paragraf pertama. Bunyinya adalah, one caregiver said that she had always been close to her mother. Kata her mother. Terus kemudian kalimat berikutnya, another caregiver was the oldest child. Ada kata oldest child. Terus kemudian another was the youngest child. Oke, lagi child. Sehingga kita bisa simpulkan, the caregiver yang dimaksudkan dalam wacana ini adalah apakah A. Psychologist, B. Charitable people, C. Social workers, D. Homes for the elderly, E. Members of the family. Kalau melihat tadi pada paragraf pertama baris ketiga, jawaban untuk pertanyaan ini yang paling tepat adalah E. Members of the family. Nomor 59. Which of the following statement is true according to the text? Opsi jawaban A. Caring for the elderly can be easily accomplished without much energy. Opsi jawaban B. Social workers do not interfere with the arrangement of taking care of the elderly. Opsi jawaban C. Caring for the elderly give mutual satisfaction. D. Social workers decide whether the elderly live with relatives or in a nursing home. Opsi jawaban E. Caregivers know exactly what they want to do with the elderly. Untuk menjawab pertanyaan nomor 59, kita harus menganalisa masing-masing opsi jawabannya, kemudian merefer kepada teksnya. Coba kita lihat yang A. Caring for the elderly can be easily accomplished without much energy. Kita lihat pada paragraf kedua, pada baris yang kedua. Oke, paragraf kedua, baris yang kedua, ternyata di situ ada kalimat, pada baris kedua, they were affectionate and cooperative. However, even when caregiving is satisfying, it is hard work. Jadi bertentangan dengan paragraf kedua, baris kedua. Terus kemudian yang B, opsi jawaban B. Social workers do not interfere. Social workers do not interfere with the arrangement of taking care of the elderly. Ini bertentangan dengan paragraf kedua, baris ketiga. Kita lihat, coba. Paragraf kedua, baris ketiga. Oke. Ada kalimat yang menyatakan, social workers and expert on aging offer caregiver and potential caregiver help when arranging for the care for the elderly relative. Oke. Jadi ini tidak sesuai dengan opsi jawaban B. Coba kita lihat opsi jawaban C. Caring for the elderly give mutual satisfaction. Apakah ada secara tersirat kalimat seperti jawaban opsi jawaban C? Kita merefer ke bacaannya. Oke. Pada paragraf kedua, kalimat pertama menyatakan, researchers have found that caring for the elderly can be a very positive experience. Oke, kenapa positive experience? Ternyata ada hubungannya dengan kalimat sebelumnya dari paragraf pertama yang menyatakan bahwa some stated that helping others made them feel more useful. Oke, dari dua hubungan kalimat ini kita bisa simpulkan bahwa ternyata caring for the elderly gave mutual satisfaction. Oleh karena itu, jawaban yang tepat untuk nomor 59 adalah C. Caring for the elderly give mutual satisfaction. Pertanyaan terakhir dari teks 2 pada pembahasan pemahaman wacana bahasa Inggris kali ini. Saya akan baca pertanyaannya, nomor 60. Caregivers are willing to take care of the elderly because of the following reasons, except A. They will to be the best person to look after them. Opsi jawaban B. They expect that they won't be neglected when they grow old. Opsi jawaban C. They are the closest relative the elderly have. Opsi jawaban D. They are the only relative of the dependent elderly. Opsi jawaban E. They will more useful to be able to do something for others. Kita analisa satu persatu ya dari semua opsi jawabannya untuk menjawab pertanyaan nomor 60 ini. Opsi jawaban A, they will to be the best person to look after them. Apakah ada pada teksnya? Ternyata ada, yaitu pada paragraf pertama, pada baris yang kedua. They believe that they are the best person for the job. Terus kemudian opsi jawaban B, they expect that they won't be neglected when they grow old. Ternyata ada, yaitu pada paragraf pertama juga, pada kalimat terakhir. They would deserve care when they became old and dependent. Sekarang kita lihat opsi jawaban C. They are the closest relative the elderly have. Coba kita lihat. Ada di paragraf pertama, pada baris ketiga. Pada yang menyatakan another caregiver was the oldest child, another was the youngest child. Terus kemudian sebelumnya ada mengatakan one caregiver said that she had always been close to her mother. Jadi bukan itu jawabannya. Kita lihat pada opsi jawaban D. They are the only relative of the dependent elderly. Kita lihat pada paragraf pertama. Paragraf pertama, apakah ada yang menyatakan bahwa dia satu-satunya dari dependent elderly? Kita baca sekilas, tidak ada yang menyatakan itu, tapi untuk lebih meyakinkan, kita lihat opsi jawaban E. Oke. Jawaban E menyatakan, they will more useful to be able to do something for others. Apakah ada kata more useful? Feel more useful? Ternyata ada, yaitu pada paragraf pertama, baris kedua dari bawah, ya. Paragraf pertama, baris kedua dari bawah, mulai dari kata some. Some stated that helping others made them feel more useful. Oleh karena itu, jawaban yang tepat untuk nomor 60 adalah D. They are the only relative of the dependent elderly.